Hello, hello. Welcome to the Susie B channel. Hi, Pramod. How you doing? Good to see you. So, happy Sunday and Monday to others around the world. Good to see everybody. Miss you too. So I just wanted to say happy. Hopefully everybody had a happy weekend, wonderful weekend. We've been getting a lot of rain here, and it's been wet, wet, wet. So I went for a hike today. And I wanted to look at the aftermath of the flood from the creek that's right behind me. So I've been kind of going over it. I took some video footage of it, so that'll be coming out soon. I just got to do some editing. And hey, beautiful Keith, how you doing? Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. So hopefully everybody's been doing really good. I haven't had coffee in maybe 3 days, at least 3 days. So I think it's time for a coffee. Big time. Let's see. So my internet situation was really bad lately for the past couple weeks, and we finally got our own internet, and we're trying it out. And so this is my first live since the new internet that we got, and it seems fairly stable and steady. Hello, Rashid. How are you doing? You're doing good too, Keith. Thanks. That's awesome. That's good. So yeah, it's what is the temperature here? So it is in the, let's see. The temperature here is 66 degrees, and it is 8:55 p.m. So not too bad. 66 is perfect. I got the fan on. It's blowing really lightly, and eventually I'll have to turn that off. So I was really excited last evening because I had a stable enough connection to watch a couple of movies. I actually watched this movie called Underwater, and it's with Kristen Stewart, the gal that was on Twilight. It was actually pretty good. My brother-in-law told me to check it out, and he thought it was decent, pretty good, not too bad. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go check that out. Hi, teddy bear, muffin pie, sugar cakes, lollipops. How you doing? Good to see you. You haven't had coffee in 2 days? Because I'm out of coffee and broke. Oh, we'll get some in a few days. Don't be. Oh no. Hey, what was that? Where can you get free coffee? Free coffee. No, I don't know. I know where you can get free creamer, but not coffee. Well, hang in there, Keith. Beautiful Keith. You'll get some coffee soon. It's good to see you too, teddy bear. So everybody's saying hello to everybody. It's good to see you guys. So we've been getting, it actually rained oh shoot, it rained all last night, and all the way into about, gosh, till the afternoon here today. And the ground is really saturated. I actually watched some puddles forming around my area. And then so I did laundry while it was raining, and I went in, and by the time it was time to dry them, I went back out, and the saturated ground, which was kind of like puddled up, it had already sunk into the ground. The desert is thirsty, so it's really loving all this water. And this is all from the hurricane that came up from Baja. What is her name? The hurricane. Amelia or something like that. It's I want to say Rosalba. It's not. It's gosh, I was just watching the news on it. What's that darn hurricane that came in? So I think, and if anybody looks at the weather forecast, so I look at, and it showed like the whole map. It showed the whole state, and the whole state was covered with that darn cell. It was crazy. What was the name of that hurricane? I can't remember right now. God, I'd have to look it up. Gosh darn it, it bugs me. What was And they got flooding over in Mexico and parts of Mexico too. Let's see, what was it? What is it called? Priscilla. Okay. So yeah, that Hurricane Priscilla just worked its way up through Arizona and parts of just the border, California Arizona border. Uh, well, is it Nevada? Anyways, just the tip of California, the eastern tip, excuse me, and it flowed all the way into Arizona. And boy, we got more flooding here in areas that were already flooded, and we got the creek rose quite a bit, and I was able to go walk out there and check that out. It was beautiful today. It was gorgeous. So I left when it was kind of sprinkling, and I took my time because there was a lot of mud. But that Hurricane Priscilla, boy, I just watched a video on it, and the coastline over in, God, I can't remember. They A lot of big waves were coming in and just flooding some towns. It was crazy. I was just watching it too, darn it. And I can't remember the town. Can't remember. I didn't pay attention to the name enough. But that was kind of crazy. So I got some really neat footage of the aftermath after the creek kind of went down. It's still flowing pretty at a very fast rate. It's still flowing, but it's so wide, the creek behind me, that only a portion of it is still running. So it's like half of it is pretty much the water has sunk into the ground, but the other half is still running fairly quickly. And the beach down where you can walk and hike down there to a little sandy beach and put your feet in the creek. You can the sandy beach is underwater right now. So maybe another couple days the water will go down, but I don't know. We might be getting more rain. So it's kind of crazy, but beautiful. It was beautiful today. It was warm too. It was like in the 80s. I took a jacket when I went hiking because I thought, well, it's raining, it's going to be a little cold. Heck no, halfway into the hike, I had to wrap the jacket around my waist and finish the hike like that because I was all sweaty on my back, and it was just it was awesome. It was an awesome day, and I got some nice footage. I have some shorts coming out, and they're already scheduled for one's scheduled for tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and then Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. there'll be the other short, which is just a little short, beautiful little scene that I captured. And then after I edit a video, I'll show you guys in landscape mode, and also I'm going to throw in a little bit of portrait mode in there of my little hike after the flood. So it's just a neat little thing. Neat little video that'll come out. It'll probably be about 8 minutes or something. We'll see how long after editing the video. You haven't got any rain over there, Rashid? Huh. Well, I saw a lot of rain over kind of like north and South Carolina, Georgia area. There was another storm cell that was coming up just past the Florida coast, right? But I haven't been keeping track of that storm cell. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Well, we haven't got rain in a while, but we got a monsoon, and now we're getting a continuation of the Hurricane Priscilla that just flew in, and Literally, I was looking at the weather map and where you could see the storm cell, and it's usually a big old green blob, and it travels, right, and it's green, and it's I think yellow, and then like red. It's like severe weather. But I know for sure there's like green and blue. I think green and blue. I don't know the colors what they mean, but I know that it'll show you like lightning bolts for like thunder, and but that whole weather cell, it like covered almost all of Arizona. The only thing that I didn't see covered was the up the northernmost tip on the left side. But the whole freaking state was covered in that storm cell. It was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. But you zoom in and it's patches. It's like in patches, and it looks crazy until you zoom in and get a good look at that storm cell. So I haven't really been keeping up with the neighborhood app, and I'm just going to kind of peek in there real quick and see if I can give any updates on anything interesting going on. I did have an interesting conversation with a gentleman uh, 2 evenings ago. He works for a Jeep tour place, kind of like you can reserve a tour in Jeeps, right? These are like bigger Jeeps. They're like they can fit like 6 people. Some of them are longer and they can fit more. And anyways, you go in there and they take you through Sedona and all that. And they have a night watch one too. And he says that they do the night vision binoculars or the scopes, and they were able to see. Oh shoot, not that one, not that one. No, they saw one light that was very suspicious and behaving in a way that's not like an airplane. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And then also there's a ranch out there. Well, gosh darn it. If you give me a few minutes, I'll try to remember the name. There's a ranch out there where there's a lot of anomalies that happen. And he says that if anybody can go hike in there. It's like forest property, forest land. But if you hike in too far, he says that the drones will start following you. So I thought that was interesting. And that was interesting. But they did say that they saw because he's the driver of one of those of that tour company, and he was saying that they did see a strange light acting um, suspicious. No, it wasn't traveling in straight lines. It was kind of doing some weird zigzags and curves and things. I mean, that's kind of normal for Sedona, really. But I thought that was interesting. Bradshaw Ranch, that's the ranch. That's the ranch that I was trying to remember. So he actually works out there also, and they do tours out there. And I was like, oh man, I would love to, because I was asking a lot of questions, like if I drove out there, could I hike out there for the day? And they probably won't let me metal detect out there. But I would like to go out there and just kind of see for myself. I've heard a lot of things about Bradshaw Ranch. Oh, welcome back, Keith. Beautiful, beautiful Keith. So, yeah, I was talking to a guy that was staying here in the village, and he was actually works for that tour company. So it's like, what do you say? It was like $200 a person for one of those tours, 100 and something. So it looks like this is the season for soups. I'm seeing people making some chili. I've been thinking about soups lately. Actually, tonight's dinner was a chicken, kind of like a chicken stir fry that I had made with some onions. And I made that separate from zucchini. I sliced up some zucchini and mushrooms. And what else did I throw in there? garlic, and I cooked that separate from the chicken because the chicken had to thaw out, and then I had to slice it. So I cooked it separate, but I actually, oh, and broccoli. I cooked the broccoli with the chicken and the onions, and then just threw it all together. So it was broccoli, chicken, onions, zucchini, um, and mushrooms. And that was pretty good. I had that on the leftover rice that I made for dinner yesterday. Yeah, Bradshaw. Yes. Yes, Bradshaw Ranch. So I met a guy who works for them, Rashid, and I was asking a bunch of questions. How do I get there? Can anybody go? Do you have to get a tour? And basically he said no. So I was like, oh, you hear about all the crazy things that happen out there, right? So I was like, oh, that'd be a fun adventure just to go see for myself. Because you see all yeah, that's what I made for dinner. That was dinner. And I was like thinking I'm gonna maybe go out and get like a small pizza, and I thought maybe a salad, and then I was like, oh, I could go maybe get Mexican. And then I thought, you know what? I just looked in my fridge. What do I have in there? I had frozen chicken. I had half a zucchini. I had onions. I had leftover rice. I was like, shoot, that sounds like a great meal right there. So they were actually chicken thighs, and I just thought of two thighs, and then sliced them up and skin and everything, and threw that in the cast iron pan with onions, and then I threw in the garlic. Well, garlic also, and then broccoli after the chicken was almost done, just so the broccoli doesn't get mushy. So let's see what else what's going on here in the neighborhood app. Uh, whoa, taken out by a dumpster. Someone says nothing like riding a bike down the street and getting taken out by the dumpster and ending up on the street. There's a dumpster in the corner of this neighborhood. I wonder if that was from the rain. They didn't go into depth about the whole situation. Someone says, did that giant blue dumpster jump out and knock you off your bike, or you weren't watching where you were going? Just asking. Let's see what else. Let's see if they go into more detail. Someone says, definitely an odd place they left it. Literally, it's in the corner of an intersection. This huge. What the heck's going on? Uh, so it looks like this may have been. It's partially on a property and partially on a sidewalk. That's not safe. I mean, what's going on with that? That's crazy. Way out of place. Let's see what else. Someone says, "Yeah, I've never seen one so far out of place." Dang. Somebody else says, "I'm glad there was no traffic when I ended up in the street." Poor guy. Hope you're okay. I wonder who it belongs to. Justin. Uh, the poor young man was said just in minor pain. I know it's not major, but it's the principle. What if an elderly person was on their scooter or something and it got them? I believe that it is for the small shopping center behind the Circle K over there. Someone says the rain may have washed it over, and I'll show you a picture of this here so you guys can see for yourself. This odd place where this dumpster ended up. Let's see if I can share this. Let's see this one. Okay, here's where the dumpster was found. Right there. Apparently someone was on their bike. Hi Kelly, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Everyone like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. How you doing? Sit for dinner for you, Rashid? You had a can of vegetable beef soup? Oh, Oh, that sounds good. You know what? I was talking to a friend and I was like, I'm just gonna open up a can of raviolis, and they're like, don't you dare, go eat something healthy. I was like, oh, I really didn't feel like cooking, honestly. But thank you, Kelly. Uh, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? So yeah, I just got up off my butt because I just came back from a hike and I was sweating. I was definitely hungry. I really wasn't in the mood to cook anything, but then I thought, why go spend money when I got food here? I just got to throw stuff together. I didn't know exactly what I was going to make. I had first pulled up cheese and crackers and then like a salami stick, and then I looked at it and I was like, well, I really don't feel like eating that. Then I looked in the freezer and I had some chicken thighs in there, and then I had veggies in there, and I had leftover rice. I thought, well, shoot, this sounds like a meal right here. But this is the dumpster that was at a place that the poor guy was riding down the street on his bike, hit the dumpster, and ended up in the street. And thank goodness that the traffic wasn't flowing while he had his accident. But this is definitely a strange place for a dumpster to be left. And I have never seen a dumpster this close to the street before. Usually, you find these placed behind businesses. But behind businesses, usually in an enclosed area, gated. So this is very unusual, a very unusual sight. So it's a dumpster sighting in an unusual place. Poor guy. I don't know how he didn't see it, unless it was rolling when it hit him. But I don't think those dumpsters are on wheels, are they? Is there any wheels on that thing? I don't see any. But yeah, definitely a very unusual place for a dumpster. So I am going to have to say, poor guy. Um, so yeah, all the someone's like, holy moly! Let's see. The rain might have washed it over there. How does that happen? Were you riding your bike with your eyes closed? I was trying to get to the bus stop before the bus left. Okay. Complain to the folks the dumpster's at. Unfortunately, the city doesn't care too much about this area anymore. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate. You didn't see it? They said. It's kind of out there. Not that I would, but if you were to ask a police officer, you would find out that sidewalks aren't for bikes, and you are to ride with traffic next to the curb. Keep in mind, I wouldn't ride my bike in the street if a sidewalk is available. Crazy people run you over on purpose in this state. So on this particular street, he says you're asking to get hit if you ride a bike on the street. That is horrible. Glad you're okay. Okay, so please explain how the dumpster took you out. Yeah, I'm kind of curious too. Um, okay. Oops, excuse me. So someone says you should let the business that dumpster belongs to know that their service left the dumpster at a dangerous spot. The law says you can't have anything blocking a sidewalk. They came around and put notes on our doors about our trash cans have to be in the street, cannot be on the sidewalk. They may block a handicapped person. Someone says you can sue. Did that giant blue dumpster jump out and knock you off your bike, or you weren't watching where you were going? Just asking. So yeah, there was no reply to that, but I guess he was in a hurry to get to the bus stop, and he may have. I don't know how he ran into that dumpster. Like how do you run into that? Oh, maybe by the time he looked up, maybe he was looking around and he couldn't avoid it. I mean, there is a curb there. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But that is not a good spot for that dumpster. You don't put a dumpster right in public view. Usually they're hidden very well, so that is a strange thing. That's definitely a strange thing to do. So, hey Henry, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing? Henry saying hi to everybody. What's Vada? What does Vada mean? Yeah, so that was some kid running into a dumpster. Can I go smaller? Yeah, okay, now let's move on. Let's see. Okay, so someone did a water test on some water, the city water, and it tested at 751, which is pretty high. And the bottled water was at 4, so 751, that's pretty high. I like that people actually do this and pay attention to what they're putting in their body, especially the water, the city water. Everybody, I've seen several arguments with the purity of the water, especially tap water, and people are like, "Oh, suck it up and just drink it." But they don't realize, when you do a water test, at 751, that's pretty high with a lot of contaminants. I mean, it's still safe to drink, but the quality is it's not there. We should have quality water, and there's no excuse for that number to be that high. So, there's no excuse, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I've heard some pretty shady things about the water company in Phoenix, and I don't drink that tap water. Okay. Apparently 2 people are running around an apartment building without clothes on. So the post is, does anyone know these people? Because I haven't seen them before. Just want to help them. God bless. All right, that's interesting. Call the police, somebody says. You're doing okay? You saw number 5, your 5th Bigfoot Friday last week. Awesome. I bet that was exciting. Uh, so another person says, call 911. Call the police. They're high on drugs. So yeah, someone else is recommending. Wait, if you see people running around naked, this person is suggesting calling community assistance program. If they don't answer, my next call would be non-emergency phone number. You can explain the situation and request a CAP or ask for guidance. They'll likely send an officer with the team to assist. CAP is best, but I'm not sure what hours and services they work on Sundays. Hope that helps. I wish you would have kind of reiterated what the CAP means, so I'd have to figure that out. What's the address? Please don't confront them. They may be on a drug or alcohol. Best to call 911. No clothes, definitely on drugs. Be careful. God, that's like in our neighborhood. That's just scary. This is why I don't leave the house. Someone says scam. They're calling the post a scam. So you saw some deer in the front yard a while ago. I snapped a photo of them. Aww. So yeah, when I first started the live, I was talking about a movie I just saw, actually several. I don't know if you guys remember, some of you that are here probably Roger remembers. Remember when I was in Walmart and I saw I was in the just walking by the movie section and I saw that John Wick movie that said ballerina on it. Well, I actually watched that. I watched that last night. That was actually pretty good. John Wick was in there in the beginning and then towards the end, which was really good. Ballerina, basically, it's a female. It's a little girl that her father was basically an assassin like John Wick, and they came after him because he's trying to live a normal life, raising a daughter, and of course the company that he worked for wasn't allowing that to happen. So he was injured really bad, and he ended up not making it, and the poor girl became an orphan and was taken in through the company who trained John Wick. So she was a ballerina, so they called her. That's why the movie's called Ballerina. Really good movie. Lot of action fight scenes in there. Really cool fight scenes in there. But that was good. And then the other movie that I watched was called Underwater with Kristen Stewart. You guys know who Kristen Stewart is, right? I was very impressed with her acting in this movie because Twilight, I mean, I really love the Twilight movies, but in Twilight, she was kind of twitchy all the time and like just awkward the way her character had to be. I was thinking about it. And I was thinking she probably had to act like that because she's basically out of place. She doesn't fit in with anybody. She's unusual. She's kind of off, right? She doesn't fit in anywhere. She's out of place. But anyways, I think that's why her character was so awkward in the movie Twilight. But in the movie Underwater, she's like the main character almost in an underwater for a company that is working on energy and setting up a platform way deep down underwater, and she's one of the people who work there. That was pretty good. Oh, you've seen them, Henry? Let's see, what does this say? Color red, orange, brown mix. Head only, then it moved into my choke point. Just before dark, he started watching my front door. Caught it blinking. Way hard to see this one. Taller than 7 feet. Wow. That's amazing, Henry. Yeah, those movies were really good. Shoot, I was up till God. What time did I finally get to bed? I think the sun was already coming up a little bit. I think it was around 6 o'clock. So back to this two naked people running around the apartment complex. Basically, everybody is saying call the police, and then someone actually makes a comment. How exactly do you want to help them? Because the person who made the post says that what should they do? Because they really wanted to help them, but everybody suggested just calling the non-emergency number, or of course all that great information from that one person. So it's a company called CAP. I don't know if that's affiliation with the police department. But they actually posted some phone numbers in here with great information how to deal with the situation like that. That would be kind of awkward. People running around naked. Okay, some power outages. People are starting to carve pumpkins now. Is anybody going to be carving a pumpkin soon? Hi, Benty. The best tea is Benty. How you doing? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And maybe recorded that sucker 40 minutes. Wow, Henry, that's cool. Are you going to be putting that on your channel? Coffee heads. Oh, I got to make some coffee. Thank you, Benty. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to make me, you know what? I'm going to make me a coffee, and then I'm going to have an affogato after that. That sounds really good. I'll have a hot coffee, and then I'll have a dessert coffee. Oh, they're both going to be dessert coffees. Like Mike likes to call them diabetes coffee. The guy's crazy. Did you guys, were you guys at Mike's Friday? He freaking did a dang marathon. He did a live all day, all night. Like, I went and did stuff. Like, I was there kind of towards the beginning and then a little bit in the middle. And then I went and, I don't know what I did. I did stuff, bike ride or something. And then I think I even went to dinner. No, I went for a drive. I went for a drive. I came back and I had him on my computer. I left him playing. And when I came back, he was still on. I'm like, what? Marathon? Oh, beautiful, beautiful Keith says, hello, Benty. Yeah, let me go make some coffee. When done with pumpkin, give to the deer. They eat them. Cows eat them too, and chickens. Yes. You know what I do too, Henry? You can make soup out of that. So, don't let it go rotten, but if it's still fairly fresh, bisque, like a tomato bisque soup. It takes like cream, like whipping cream. Like you put that in there, and it makes it all creamy. But I can't have that, so um, I just use the alternative. But it still comes out good. And you could add like green onions in there. You could put like shallots. You could put a little cinnamon, a little nutmeg. Just a hint of it. No sugar, just a hint of that. But butter. Oh my God. You watched Mike on and off. Yeah, that's what I was doing too. Um, like I said, I went for a drive. I got some footage of that drive too, which was kind of cool. So I've been trying to find areas where I can go and hike and up to a few petroglyphs or something, some sites. And I'm starting to explore a little more now. It's actually cooler and it's nicer. But we've had a lot of rain lately, and I took my car down this road and I just got it all muddy. It was really bad. I had to go take it and wash it. And the road I found yesterday or Friday, um, it was dirt and there was mud. I was like, nah, I just washed my car. I'm not taking it down that road. So, but I gotta find these roads first. You had my mic. I had my mic quota satisfied, right? He did a marathon. Crazy Mike. Okay, I'm gonna go make some coffee. You all sit tight, and I'm gonna also use the ladies' room. So I'll be right back. Is and if oh shoot, I should probably mute my mic call while I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, well I'll mute it after I'll start the coffee. I'll start the coffee, and then I'll mute my mic. Oh crap! I gotta go outside and get my bottle of water. Son of a gun. Okay, let's go outside. All right. I got a refrigerator outside in this outside portion of the fifth wheel where I store all my water and soda and juice and booze. Okay. So it's got like a cooktop too. It's got a fridge out there. No sink though. But sounds like it's starting to sprinkle. Yep, starting to sprinkle, guys. Okay, got my water. Got my water. Don't know how to say water in Spanish. Agua. How do you say it? Agua. It's like almost like saying ow, and then wa. Agua. my water. I got my hazelnut coffee. I'm at the very bottom of my coffee can here. Hazelnut, Folgers, and two scoops, so I don't get too wired and too sleepy. So weird. Okay, so I'm putting the water in. Let's grab a cup. Oops. All right, coffee's brewing. Let me go mute. Go to the ladies' room. All right, I'm gonna go mute real quick. 2 minutes.
Walked into a coffee shop, it's waiting for me. Over on the counter, what did I see? Cup of coffee for Susie B. Walked into a coffee shop, it's waiting for me. Over on the counter, what did I see? Cup of coffee for Susie B.
All right. All right. I'm back. I am back. So, I left off on this. Here's a coffee. Uh, coffee. So there's no caramel in this one, but there is some whipped creams. Mmm. Mm, 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 mm. That's some good stuff. That's some really good stuff. Um, Anybody gonna carve some pumpkins? I think I'm gonna go maybe tomorrow and pick up a pumpkin. You guys wanna carve a pumpkin with me? Anybody wanna carve a pumpkin together with me? Where would I do it? I could do it over on that center island there, and hopefully it won't make too much mess. But oh gosh, I should text my hubby and have him bring. Where is the pumpkin carving kit? Oh God, where is it?
Coffee shop. It's
Where
waiting
is
for
it at?
me. Over on the counter. What did I
Uh,
see? Cup of coffee for
God, I
Susie
can't
and
remember.
me.
It comes with those special the little saw knife and little smaller tools. Shoot. I mean, I could just do regular what? I don't have to go fancy. I did do a Cheshire cat one year. That came out really cool. I don't do pumpkin carvings very often, but I think they're fun. They're fun to do. That's pretty cool. People are posting their pumpkins. Oh my God, we had a pumpkin carving contest. Well, you guys remember? I think I went live last year, last Halloween, and some of these pumpkins that were carved were freaking phenomenal. One gal did like uh so a face on one, and it like looked like it was, I don't know if it was like all the insides were coming out of the mouth, but it looked like it was, I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was, it wasn't like making it look like it was kind of looked like it had eaten one or something. I don't know. It was really cool. Someone did a like in the pumpkin, he carved like a window and put sticks, and then of course hollowed out the pumpkin, and then put skeletons on the inside like they were in jail. That was really cool. It's so creative. It's like I would have never thought of it. I've never thought of stuff like that. Like I was just thinking, oh, I'm gonna just do this foo foo little like 5 year old carved pumpkin. I didn't have any like inspiration or any ideas whatsoever. So, but that's very creative. One gal did a whole window in the pumpkin and put a pole in the middle and did like a stripper skeleton, and with some lights, like some lights in the inside, like like a like a stage.
Walked into a
She
coffee
did
shop.
the leg all
It's waiting for
uh,
me.
like it was
Over
good.
on the
It was
counter.
really good.
What did I
You're
see?
thinking of what? Switching
Cup of
over
coffee
to hot
for
chocolate
Susie
cocoa
and
because coffee
me.
messes with my stomach and makes you urinate a lot. But it's gonna be hard for me because I'm so addicted to coffee. Um, Hot cocoa is a good alternative. It's a great Oh, I got a I got a cocoa bomb. Um, I have almond milk this time, guys. So next time I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the cocoa bomb in warm almond milk. Um, Darn, I hope you get your coffee soon, Brother Keith. Okay, what else is going on here? So, let's see. There's a breaking and entering. Um, someone's someone's trying to get their son a job. Mothers are just awesome. They're always trying to help their kids get a job. I know. I've had a lot of friends who their parents have helped their children, all, grown teen and young adult people get jobs. It's just so awesome. Mothers are just awesome. Always trying to help. Big rock job. Okay, there's a rock job. Yeah, almond milk. Yeah. Um, what is that? Wow. So this is kind of graphic, guys. So just brace yourself. This post is saying that the police department, some officers fatally shot a man holding a knife to a woman's throat at a Phoenix apartment complex. That is some movie stuff, right? That's like movie stuff that you'd see on TV in the movies. Um, that's scary.
Walked into a coffee
Okay.
shop. It's waiting for me. Over on the counter. What did I see? Cup of coffee for Susie B.
Someone's giving away food. Looks like they're giving away a loaf of bread, a pack of corn tortillas, a can of something, and what is that in the box? Oh, oh, I don't know what that is. It's covered. Okay, Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausage burritos. Oh, hot pockets, popsicles, can of hot tomato sauce. Throwing it away today if no one can come grab it. That's some. You could probably make a meal out of some of that. If I post this, it'll also get reported. Y'all wild on here, for real, for real. The post doesn't have anything. Okay, landscaper. Okay, here, let me just share this with you guys so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So apparently there was a flood. New River. We got a lot of rain, and that little poor town of Globe um, got flooded again, guys. And we actually know someone that lives out there. They used to be our neighbor, and they got flooded again. They got pounded again. But this looks like the ladder from a fire truck, right? I don't know if that's with the fire truck ladder. They had to go over and pull that guy up in this truck. Poor guy. Look at how high the water is, uh, almost above his wheels. I don't know where exactly that is at. New River. So let's see. Oh
Walked
God,
into
what
a
happened?
coffee shop. It's waiting for me.
Okay, here's the.
Over on the counter. What did I see? Cup
I
of
don't know where New
coffee
River is at,
for
honestly.
Susie B.
So someone says that they thought that they spent millions to build a bridge in that Tonto Basin. Someone else says, I believe anyone that drives into those situations of water growing across roads pay the bill instead. Pay the bill instead of all of us have to pay their stupidity. Pay for their stupidity. That includes all people who go hiking up in the mountains and have to be rescued when they were told it's unsafe to do so. They should also pay their bill for their rescue and not us. Someone says, so true. Signs are posted. The hikers here in the news. Unbelievable how many hikers go hiking in the 100 and frickin' 10, 13 degree weather. The low areas, how crazy they think they can make it through the rushing water. Why do these people drive through this low areas that flood, putting the savers in bad positions, also saving them? I mean, I'm kind of down the middle with this. Most vehicles can go through water, but if it's like raging, And you can't see that the current underneath the top of the water, like the surface of it, may not look like it's a lot going on there. Once you get in there and you start feeling your vehicle being like pushed, you probably made a really bad decision, and you probably shouldn't have done it in the first place. But yeah, this is probably what happened with this guy. I don't know where this is at. They said New River. I don't know if that's the outskirts around Phoenix somewhere. Um, so someone responded because they think they are immune and nothing will happen to them. It's just that the person probably was confident that they could make it through that Russian water, but I've seen big trucks get washed away in a wash.
To a coffee shop. It's waiting for me.
You have to get to them before they get like
Cup of
a
coffee.
lot of movement through them.
Susie.
If they're barely coming through and you can make it, you know, go for it. But if it's been running for a while, chances are that current has gotten very strong, and it's gonna push your car right on down that current. Let's see what else is going on here. What's that? Is that somebody's arm? Whoa, it looks like this someone got attacked by something. Thank you all who helped. You all in my prayers. You're all in my prayers. Wow. No, that looks like she got hit by something. Sorry, guys, this little graphic. Let's hurry up and move on. Oh, poor thing. I don't know what happened to him. There's only one comment. God. I met two lovely people today, Mary and Sophia. Thank you both of you, for your generosity and kindness. Oh God, I hope this person probably, maybe they got hit by a car or crashed, or I don't know. You guys been hearing about people crashing on e-bikes? Okay, let's see. Hey Slim, welcome in. Good to see you. Cheers if you're drinking anything. Um, mm, some good coffee. I didn't know about that. I knew about the 7.6 earthquake in the Philippines, and a lot of people lost their lives. Sadly, I pray for everyone. Yeah, in Mexico they had a flood. So I don't know how recent that Philippines had their earthquake. Do you recall, Keith? But this flood was just like literally like two days ago, maybe three. Let's see what else is going on here. What else? Someone is looking for a partner to play pool with.
Walked into a coffee shop. It's waiting
They
for
lived for
me.
they lived in Phoenix for 4 years now, and I'm just terrible at making friends.
Susie. Cup of coffee
Okay.
for Susie
Uh,
V.
uh-oh. So the house next to us caught fire 2 weeks ago due to the battery in their hybrid car spontaneously catching fire. The car and all the ashes are still there in their carport, which is right next to my carport. I can still smell the chemical smell. The people were renting and are no longer coming back to this house. Who do I call to complain about this hazard still sitting here? Okay, so there's 22 responses to that. County has hazmat. County has material. The city, in addition to reporting it to the city, the property owner certainly needs to know about it. You can find who owns it on the tax assessor's website. Jacques. Is that Jacques? Jacque? Jacques. I'm sure the property owner knows his house caught fire. Are you kidding me? Do you really think that the renters just took off and didn't even notify their landlord? Maybe. It's not uncommon, especially in Phoenix. I'm sorry, I don't give Phoenix enough credit, but seriously, Some people on here think people are so dumb, I guess, pointing out the most basic things that really have nothing to do with what the post is saying. Maybe you could suggest him to contact the property owner about the abandoned car. Okay, so that was an interesting response. Two more replies to that. Let's see. There are literally people who do just take off, so it isn't far-fetched, right, Jeanette? That's Kaz. I agree with Kaz. One of the owners in our community, this is a whole separate response. They're actually responding to this gal. One of the owners of in our community didn't know that his tenants had left the house months ago. Was it a swasti car? Swasti car. Okay. Robert, unnecessary comments. Give it a rest. I'm assuming that there will be an investigation and that can take months. Nothing can be touched in the area. The fire started until the investigation. Okay, okay. Sorry, nothing can be touched in the area the fire started until the investigation is completed. Sorry. Okay, that's probably why nothing is being moved or cleaned up because of investigation purposes. Investigation purposes only. Okay, moving on. Here's some links. City records will provide you with the name of the property owners. Start there. Reach out and nicely ask for updates. If rental POSS owners are out of state, try to Google the address to see what you can dig up. Okay. The homeowner, it's their problem now, says someone else. When we had a fire, we were not allowed to move the cars for weeks while they investigated. Okay. It appears that no one is listening to us. LOL. Having lived it, I know how long it can take, and neighbors will need to be patient. The homeowner can do anything right now. The homeowner can't do anything right now. Apart from being unsightly in the smell, what hazard is there? Attach photos to your email. Okay. In these situations, think outside the box. If you have space on your side of your property between the carports, put up a white tarp wall. It will help keep odors away and block the view. You can even get some curtains with tropical view, so they posted a picture. Okay, so yeah, that works. Putting up a tarp, and that might help mask the smell. That's a good idea. Not too bad, huh? It's worth a try. So yeah, county has material. Oh God, what is going on in here with all these bloody things? Sorry, guys. Um, oh. Wasn't a sorry. Oh, you don't remember when it was, Beautiful Keith, but it was recent. Yeah, there's those hurricanes are causing a lot of water flooding. Okay, so wasn't a motorcycle accident today. A girl went through a stop sign, not realizing I didn't have a stop sign. Anyway, reaching out to my dog-loving friends. If anybody can help me, I'd be willing to pay you some money for your time for helping me out with my puppies. I have 3 dogs. They're beautiful dogs. Just need help at the moment. I will be happy in return. God, I gotta scroll fast through this, guys. Sorry about the bloody graphic. Warning, this is graphic material. I just kind of want to scroll through. Okay, this is the puppies he needs. Oh my God, that looks like a dog here that somebody owns. And her name is Lily. This, that must be his motorcycle. Oh, that must be. Okay. Watch out for package thieves. I don't have any picture or video right now, but someone stole my Amazon package that was delivered at 6:45 a.m. That's not too far from where we live. Son of a gun. I've actually commented on these posts with the porch pirates. I've told them, hide your freaking porch. Put a box for your packages Put up a planter with flowers, even if they're fake. Put up a barrier so that someone walking by can't like glance over your at your doorstep and see your freaking packages. Like how it's not rocket science, people. Learn how to freaking camouflage your porch better. Jesus freaking Christ. I see these all the time. People get on here and they're whining about their packages being taken, but yet they don't take the initiative to better camouflage their freaking porch or to find a better way to have their package, you know, hidden or whatever. I'm just so tired of seeing these porch pirate people. Their package is stolen because they're too lazy to freaking be creative.
What did I see?
We are loving this weather.
Where Susie
The cat has a look at the cat. Let's see OG cat. Hello, Shadow Soldier. Hello from Bulgaria. Oh, I was going to ask you, my beautiful brother from Bulgaria. Um, oh gosh, darn it. I'm thinking of Gilgamesh. There's an ancient site in Bulgaria that I just came across in some like brief research that I was doing. Um, Gosh, dang it! What was it? Was it? It's not Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was out of Iraq, wasn't it? Was Gilgamesh in Bulgaria? Do you know anything about that? About the shoot, I had it in my mind too because I wanted to ask you about it. Darn it! It has left me. Um, let's see. But good to see you. Good to see you, beautiful brother, Shadow Soldier. Hello. What happened to your live stream? Were you live? Was beautiful Shadow Soldier live? So you guys, if you guys hear me calling these two beautiful, it's kind of it's a funny thing because when you go into Keith's channel, plus they are beautiful. But anyways, that's why I say that and not call everybody else beautiful. But all of you guys are beautiful, but I like to call these two beautiful. So that's the story behind that. Um, you went to get some rest.
walked
Oh,
into
okay, a little less than 2 hours.
it's
Okay,
waiting for
yeah.
me over on the
Here's a cat with somebody has a dollar sign around this cat.
where
I
Susie
think
used
that's
to
cute.
be.
Let me change the song. God, let's play that. Okay, that's a oh tamales. Hey everyone, I'm a single mom with the food handler card and a big love for cooking. I've made homemade tamales from scratch for my fresh clean home from my fresh clean home. Oh my god. Um I've never heard anybody like okay, the food handler's card I get, right? Uh but once you tell people you have a food handler's card, you're required to have a clean area, always sanitize, even as far as using the right cutting board for your veggies and your meats, right? But this person saying they're clean home, I probably I would be a little nervous. So, anyways, she's selling her fresh tamales from scratch from her fresh, clean home for $30 a dozen. Red chili pork is all I have for today, but I also make strawberry and green chili. No, I can't do the sweet tamales. Have you guys tried sweet tamales? I have not. I have, and I don't particularly care for them. Oh, you're just resting, beautiful brother? We can watch some movie? Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are talking amongst yourselves. So yeah, this is a woman selling tamales. I'm gonna just give her some love for all the effort. That's a lot of work, and $30 is well worth tamales. Those actually look fairly decent in size, and she's trying to be transparent, so I get it. But if you posted a picture of tamales with a bunch of like a dirty house in the background, you gotta like if you're buying your product, you should have a well thought out picture with white soles and dark pants scoping houses, has blue light or laser in his keys. He looking for Jewish houses? Not certain. He was on 11th Street between Ocotillo and Glendale around 9 p.m. Yes, I immediately called 911 and reported it. What does he mean looking for Jewish houses? Does anybody know what that means? Does anybody care? All right, moving on. Sometimes I wonder where your guys' attention span is at. If it's anything like mine, it's probably all over the place. Okay, rainy days, happy gardens, swipey swipe, enjoying this welcome rain, this welcomed rain. Take care out there. Oh, these are some beautiful photos. Okay, let's see. What is that? Are those bleeding hearts? Those are pretty small for bleeding hearts. It looks like pine, like some kind of a pine tree. Okay, let's look at the next picture. Ooh, these are like little succulents. Oh my gosh, they're pretty. Oh, there's some paddle cactus. What is that pink flower that looks so much like bleeding hearts? It's a vine, though. Is that a vine? I like her pottery. Nice donkey. All right, let's move on. Aww. What are all these for? These are just garden decor, I guess, huh? That looks like fire stick right there behind it. That green stuff that looks like sticks that turns fire red and orange. You're not supposed to touch it. It's very, very poisonous to animals. But they don't seem to bother it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I love looking at people's gardens. Very nice. Oh. Ooh, those are getting ready to go to flower. Oh, those are going to be gorgeous. Look at that. They look like two big artichokes. My gosh. Those are going to be gorgeous. They're freaking huge. I hope she posts them when they bloom. Oh my gosh. The most beautiful flowers I've seen come from cactus. They're just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's move on. Someone's giving away their cat. Oh gosh. Another fatality. Okay, anyone else hear the gunshots about 8:30 p.m.? Maybe fireworks, I hope. There are gunshots. It's funny that people can't tell the difference between a firework and a gunshot. Especially when you hear a pop, 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 instead of a pop, pew, pop, pew. Or, a black cats are like, pat, 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 pat. I mean, they're faster than that, actually. But I don't know. People are weird. I guess I've been around enough gunshots that I could tell the difference. Here's a very patriotical finger polish. Okay, maybe that picture is just for attention. Let's read what's going on here. Hey, y'all. This is going to be a random one, but I figured I would cover my bases. Parents of kiddos that go to Santa Fe Elementary, please be on the lookout for my ring. I know it's a long shot, but if any of you find it in your kid's backpack or pockets, we would appreciate it being returned. Why is she like specifically targeting the children of this elementary school? There's a little bit missing to that, and I am interested in seeing the comments. There's one comment, and someone says, "Good luck." Let's take a closer look at this ring. Okay, I hope she finds her ring. Thank you, Lord, for this Sunday. Came to do an estimate. Everything turned out the way I wanted it. I'm glad I met these people. Coming out to do the yard here soon. And thank you, Lord, for everything. Oh my God. Okay. Successful mission accomplished. Master Mowers LLC, come get your quote. Okay. No comment. I really want to quit smoking. I have none left as of this morning, so here goes nothing. I have patches, but they come right off usually. I have COPD, and this last flare-up is taking its toll on me. I feel like I'm gonna pull her hair out because she forgot to type in "pull" in there. But smoked since I was 12, and I'm 50. Stopped for pregnancy. Then picked it back up. I would love any advice. You know what my advice is get strep throat, and you will quit smoking for sure. I'm grinding my teeth, and the headaches have begun. Oh, you're going through withdrawals. Good luck with that. I'll heart that. Poor thing. Okay, that's very hard. Let's see. Okay, you're going to the ATM to see how much money is on your card and to give some Bulgarian money to Susie because I haven't given Susie money in a long time. You're so funny. You don't have to do that. Beautiful son of a soldier. You're so funny. It sounds like messed up thing like what happened in World War II. What was that in response to? So much fun watching you play Black Ops. Okay, I missed a lot. You guys are busy in the chat. My gosh, are you guys paying attention to what I'm saying? It's okay. Carry on. It's all right. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what you guys are saying. Keith, that's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm lost, guys. You guys have lusted me. I'm German American myself, and I love the Jewish people, just like everyone else. So it bugs me when I hear something like that about that guy. Oh, somebody bring up some guy? Okay, fireworks definitely doesn't sound like a gunshots to me, right, Keith? Right? I agree. I totally agree. Eat candy. It's perfect substitute for smoking, right? That's a good suggestion. I agree. Just putting something in your mouth that mimics like a straw, like mimics a cigarette. But, honestly, the way I quit smoking, and I still vape actually, but I wanted to get away from the smoking. I had strep throat and I coughed for like 3 days straight. I literally told them at the hospital, which I shouldn't have probably said it like that, but because I couldn't stop coughing. I was like, I just want to grab a spoon and like rip my lungs out. And they're like all looked at me like, is she a danger to herself and others maybe? So I was like, oh, I don't really mean that. I had to really like instantly say, I don't mean it. I just, as I was trying to talk, I said it's just hurt so bad that I couldn't stop coughing. It was bad. And that's how I quit smoking because I couldn't smoke. I could barely talk without coughing. It was horrible. But yeah, that's why I suggested strep throat. And that's not something I'd wish on anybody, but it works. Okay, okay, neighbors, I have a question to the white and light complected people. What? What is going on in this neighborhood app? The white and light complected people. Do you guys get bit by mosquitoes a lot, or do they just like dark meat like myself? They keep eating at me. Just a question. Research. Question research I'm doing. So I just recently. This brings up a video that I just reminds me of a video I just seen. There was a guy who said, and I think he is like a what do they call that? Virologist. He's some. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember, but he was saying that mosquitoes bite people because they emit an odor, depending on how well their body is functioning. I got a bug on me right now. Um, and he said that they might be able to tell, identify specific health issues in people by putting them around mosquitoes. So I thought that was really interesting. But I know what works, and I've been eating it lately a lot more, is garlic. So I guess garlic masks the smell from your body because it just emits out of your pores. Um, but this woman is good luck in her research because gosh, I don't know why she's dark and she's saying white and light complected people. That is a crazy theory, right? It's crazy. It's out there. It's almost comical. Okay, but it's just silly. Oh, there's 85 responses. Okay. Let's see if curiosity killed the cat. Um, I'm white and I get bitten up. I hate it so much. Even when I spray bug spray, they still attack me. So see, that goes into what I just watched recently about something going on in the body because the body is giving off, something's going on inside the body which is causing a specific odor. And I think from what that guy was saying in the video, this is what attracts the mosquitoes. It kind of like makes you shine like a bright light to them, and like they go straight to you. But what I'm curious about is why they hover around the ankles. Um, Ankles mainly, and the shins. It's crazy. But yeah, that was an interesting video. Anyways, what are the other responses? Oh my God, there's so many. Mosquitoes do show a preference for different genetics and blood types. Skin, complexion, color is not really one of them. Science. They say they're attracted by scent. That's something I just recently heard. I like that one. I like that comment. I like this comment also. They gobble me like it's their last meal. Got to put some repellent on. It's annoying right now, and some of them are going to have one of those viruses. They will go when it gets colder. Oh my God. When I was in Egypt, I was so terrified of getting the Nile virus with the mosquitoes there. I covered up. I mean, from like neck to my feet, I wore long sleeves under a long sleeve, like a jacket, right? Up to here covered. And uh, I was so terrified. I was like, please, I can't get sick over here. Thank goodness I didn't. But I was right on the Nile River, and I was just terrified. Anyways, what's the next person say? You're still watching, Keith? Okay, thank you. Sure, nobody's even here. Okay, anyways, you need to order Skin So Soft from Avon. You know, a lot of people say that works, but then some people say it doesn't work anymore. Mosquitoes don't like it. I have given it to some of my friends when they go down south, and it works here in Arizona too, and it smells good. My mom took several bottles of that Skin So Soft to Africa. Some say it has to do with bold type. I am a negative, and then I lived in the states of MS. The bugs ate me alive. Props to this entire thread for not going racist on any of these comments. Strong work, kids. That's funny. This post made me smile. Thank you. My husband and I are both white. Does nobody not know how to say Caucasian anymore? Anyways, we can sit next to each other and he will get eaten alive. They do not even land on me, let alone bite. Let us know your results. That's interesting. My husband, who is white, flippin' never gets bit here, and I get eaten up by mosquitoes and gnats. I'm native Mexican and white. I don't think it has anything to do with the skin color, but of course they're responding to the question. This person says, they absolutely love me. They get everyone. There's a spray at Home Depot that I use on my house every few years. I also have a few Zevos. I use that, the Zevo. Outdoor and indoor in my house. They work great. That Zevo stuff is great for ants. I didn't know it worked on mosquitoes. But it's safe for your animals, also for humans, if it's being sprayed in your vicinity. I am white and I'm eaten alive by this person all the time. This is racial profiling at its finest. Mosquitoes don't care how dark or light you are. All they care about is a warm body to stick and suck from. Maybe yes, because you are a sweet chocolate sweetheart. These are too funny. Um, it's a response to that guy that's looking for Jewish houses. Oh, but maybe he is Jewish and that's why he's looking. No, he said that there was a guy that he seen canvassing a neighborhood, and he goes, I don't know if he was looking for Jewish houses, but he's looking to burglarize, right? And that doesn't make sense to me why he said Jewish. So maybe it was a typo, because that makes no sense, huh? Huh, Brother Keith, beautiful Brother Keith. Not so true. So these responses are funny. Not so true. I'm fat, and even though they're going through the fat to the blood, I am very fair and freckle, and the mosquitoes love me. I love how she described her complexion. Okay, your comment is nowhere close to being true. Okay, but if I was to post something like this, I'd get banned. Oh my god. Okay, people just love to start and continue a drama. If this offends you, I apologize. It's not to offend anybody, but these mosquitoes are really eating me alive. So if you're offended, I do apologize. People get butt hurt, and it was worded kind of strangely, but people got what she was saying. They didn't get like literally what she said. They just kind of understood. Anyways, this is so funny. They definitely aren't racist, because my boss is Mexican but light skinned and was getting sucked up like a vampire food by them last night. So yeah, I think it is a typo. I think it is a typo. Somebody else says they're so bad this year since we've actually been getting rain. The city needs to spray. And I just found out that they do spray. They spray like really late at night, like at like 1, 2 in the morning, and they drive through the neighborhoods with this truck with a some kind of tank behind there, and they're spraying into the air, which I thought that was very interesting. Never in my life, in all the places I've lived, have I ever seen or heard of that till I got here to Phoenix. Somebody else says they're so bad this year since we have actually been getting rain. Oh, I already read that. Okay. So this person says, I'm white and I get bitten up. I hate it so much. Even when I spray bug spray, they still attack me. So this kind of makes me jump back to that video I saw. I think it was last evening when I saw that I don't know, like a short or what. that actually a research something that this guy was uncovering about mosquitoes and what the human body and what's going on inside the body. God, I wish I could look in my history of the stuff I watched, and I should go back and like understand it better. Probably watch it a few more times since this subject came up. Those are little things that are good to know. If you're getting bit, at least you'll know why, and maybe you should go get a physical done and check out your whatever your levels. Take more vitamins or whatever you need to take because it could be a sign of something going on in the body. Anyways, what's next? Can I get closer, please? Okay. It's not polite to crash your vehicle through someone's block wall at 3 a.m. Leave it parked halfway in the front yard and walk off, leaving your car behind. Really? You're just gonna park through somebody's wall and just be like, "Oh, this is the parking," and walk away? Unbelievable. They do that here too with the trucks. Oh, they do that in your area too? Oh, yeah. I've never even heard of that till I got here. Some guy was like, "Look what I caught on my Ring camera. Somebody spraying stuff into the air through the neighborhoods." And someone goes, "That's for mosquitoes." And he's like, "Oh, well, thought it was like poison or it was kind of like a something to that effect." The guy was just freaking out. Anyways, that's how I learned about it. It's good to read the comments in these things because then you get other people's point of view and actual information. Some people actually research and share their research. This person is barely noticing that there's gunshots in the Phoenix area and people passing on. Um, they're barely noticing that. This is a fun police officer. She's very involved in the high school, and she's actually even picked up some pom poms and was joining in on their cheer. I think that that's so cool. Uh, People like that, we need more people like that are just fun, funny, and you know, don't make people feel so uneasy being around someone in uniform. And they take their job seriously when they need to, right? So I like that. People like that. Okay, there's the famous chili. And I think, let's see, how far? Okay, so after the chili post, it goes back to 2 days ago. And I think that's about it, guys. So we will stop sharing the neighborhood news. And oh, Shadow Soldier's back. He says hello. I should do this. Huh? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a QR code here that I didn't want to do in the intro because it would have just not looked good to me. This is if you're watching this from your TV or your tablet, you can scan this QR code. If you're on your phone, I don't know if you're able to. I don't know how. If I could invent an app that lets you scan QR codes from the device that the QR code is on, that would probably be genius. But if you're out there and you're one of those people that know how to do that, please do that. So, anyways, I'm gonna shut down this app. Just gonna kind of browse through it real quick, and I actually have some notifications here I'm going to look at real quick. Let me see. Excuse me. Yeah, nothing really exciting. Nothing really. So it's good to be back, and it's good to be back on YouTube again and doing my coffee lounge. I wonder if I can go to the app real quick. Not the app, the history, because I really want to find that thing about the mosquitoes if I can. I can find it. Gosh. Oh, I did recently. I did the Twilight marathon. I was kind of in the mood for like vampire movies, so I played Twilight from the first movie all the way to the last one, and was up till 6 in the morning watching it. Okay, so it was before that. I'm just looking in the histories for that mosquito video. Because that's actually really interesting. I don't know if he mentions where he got his information from, but that's why I'd like to go back and rewatch it, because that's very interesting. I don't remember. I thought it was like yesterday that I saw it, but I'm not sure. Oh, what happened, Shadow Soldier? The Bulgarian army sent me to protect you. This is my mission. They told me that if I don't protect you, they will shoot me. You're funny. I would try to get to Zero Team to work on my tablet. It's an awesome arcade game. One of the best in my opinion. Oh, that's awesome. You're so funny. How is the weather over in Bulgaria right now? God, I wish I could remember what monument. I think it was something that was discovered there. And when I heard it, I thought of you, and I'm like, I'm going to ask. But it's not Gilgamesh. I think that was in Iraq. Because Gilgamesh was like a giant ruler, a king, right? And apparently they found his tomb, and he was what do they call it? But there was one in Bulgaria that I wanted to ask you about. If you knew where it was at, if it was close to where you live, but I can't remember now. I'm still going through my history to look for a mosquito thing. My mind is all over the place. I can't think it was that far. Was it that far away? Oh my gosh. Where is it? It was so interesting. Pretty sure it was on YouTube. Keith says for Shadow Soldier to glitch again because your emoji is blank on my end. And then you guys are laughing. You guys are too much. Thanks, you're welcome. What are you thanking me for? I'm always a joker. Shadow Soldier brother, I watched a lot of your short videos the other day, and Bulgaria is so beautiful. Did you post more videos from Bulgaria? God, I missed them. Okay, where's that darn mosquito? So my next book that I'm going to read, guys, is about giants too. It is actual. I think it's a couple of archaeologists that wrote this book. So that's the next. I'm still trying to get through the Anasazi book. It's really good, but I haven't been able to keep attention long enough to sit and read it. I really tried to. I really try to because I like the book. Uh, really try to keep my attention span in check. It's difficult sometimes. Oh, where's that darn mosquito? Mosquito video. Darn. So after I watched the Twilight movies on YouTube, they were all free, by the way. If you guys are interested in doing the Twilight marathon, just look up Twilight, and they're all there for free. If you're into that. Darn, it's not here. Yeah. Okay, let me look up shorts. I'm gonna make me an affogato pretty soon, guys. Uh, it's all the way back in October, not that far. Where is that video? My gosh. I wonder if it was on Instagram. I don't know. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, beautiful brother, German shadow soldier. Hey, if you get tired of that one, just let me know and I'll see if I can make you a new one. So welcome in, whoever is still hanging out in here. I appreciate it. Push that like button because I think that there's 13 likes already. Oh, okay, I thought I only saw like 4. I appreciate it. So the reason why you guys hear constant us asking you to push the like button, one for one on my channel, if you actually like the content, please push that like button. But if you're Ben T, he'll suggest if you don't like the content to push that like button. So it's a win-win. Anyways, the reason for creators constantly pushing you to please push that like button is because it puts our channel up there in the algorithm so we can be seen by a bigger, wider audience, right? So that's why. And I just really hate to say it all the time, but you kind of have to remind people. I absolutely love the Twilight movies. Oh yeah, you can find them all from the first to the last one for free on YouTube. That's where I found them. Oh, and did I tell you, since I watched the Twilight movies, I've been getting Twilight shorts in my feed from backstage, behind the scenes. And I actually kind of been enjoying them because I've actually watched them. Just fun facts about the movie and the actors, the actresses. So it's kind of funny how YouTube follows really what you watch, and then they put more stuff in your feed that's similar to what you just watched. And since I just watched that movie, I've been getting all the shorts from the movie behind the scenes, which they're getting like 3 million views. I'm like, dang. Whoever has that channel, shoot. You know how many 3 million views on a short? That's probably like a couple $100. Maybe even more. That's a nice pay. That's a nice payday right there. Um, Kisos, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you know. Yes, Susie made my banner, my channel banner and profile picture. The work of Susie. Did I already read that? Yes, you're so welcome. Pushed this so hard it pushed me back. Rashid. Susie B, that's awesome. Yeah. Um, I was in the creative mood at the moment, and I was just like, I think maybe you mentioned it that you were kind of looking for something new on your channel, new banner, and I was like, shoot, I could do that real quick because I was like, I had the energy, the inspiration at the time, and voila. Oh, my copy's almost done. It's already cold. Oh. So what's new? What else is new? So I got my own internet. I've been going for more bike rides. I went for a hike today. I'm trying to be more active, even though it was raining earlier. But it had the rain has stopped enough that I could actually go walk through the aftermath of that flood behind me. And I told you earlier I got video of that, and there's two shorts. There's one that's going to come out at 6 in the morning, and it's a quick short of part of my hike. And then so Monday morning and Tuesday morning at 6 a.m., another short will come out. And then between that time frame, I'm going to edit on my phone the hike after the aftermath of that flood. And so you'll be able to see that. And it's in landscape mode, so it's not going to be in portrait mode. But I will be sticking a few things in there in portrait mode, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit, add some music, of course. So that's going to take me a while, and to edit all those small segments together, because I did it in like small segments of like 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 1 minute, and I just got to put them all together. You figured out how to do the YouTube highlight by accident? Oh, that's awesome. I love those happy accidents. Yeah, the highlights. So if it's under a certain amount of time, like under an hour, it'll make highlights for you. Actually, no, it won't. I'm sorry. If you're doing a vertical live, there's an option to actually do the last 5 minutes of what you had just did, and it'll put that in a highlight for you. So that's what I meant to say. So yeah, the option is on your screen when you're live with YouTube, and anytime during your live, you can push that button. I think it looks like a video. Uh-oh. Shoot. I think it looks like a square, I think, and when you push it, it'll wait like 10-15 seconds and then push that thing, and it'll grab that whole segment of what you just did that was cool for the highlights. And you got to try to remember too. Sometimes I forget. God, if I could have captured the flood coming in, guys, that would have been something exciting to see. And I really regret not having my phone on me, because I just walked over to my neighbor just to give him a hard time about him using his blower, and I went over there to shush him, just to see what he would do and see if he would laugh about it. And I ended up sitting there with him, and we started talking about he had like a near-death experience, right? And I was like, oh my God, tell me all about it. Did you leave your body? What did you see? And so we were talking about that. We were like maybe 8 minutes into the conversation when a loud noise was in the background. It sounded like wind, strong wind. And he goes, "Do you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what is that?" I said, "Is that the wind?" And we stood up and we walked over to the walking trail and overlooking the dry creek bed. And as we were looking, here comes the water rushing. And then right before the water came rushing, the deer were running all around. They were like zigzagging through the center portion of the dry creek, and they were running, and the water came rushing in, and uh, it was just it would have been so awesome to capture that moment, to show you guys the the deers out there like rushing back. The water was literally behind them. That's crazy. So there was a picnic table out there. 'Cause I wanted to hike down there to see what the aftermath looked like. There was a picnic table out there, and that thing was gone. I'm like, oh my god! That table was metal, made of all metal with a plastic, tabletop and bench seats, plastic also, but um, it was totally missing, totally gone. The whole beach was underwater. And oh, thank you, beautiful brother, Shadow Soldier. Thank you very much. You have to protect me. The enemy is very near. I am ready. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's awesome. You're so awesome. um, that's awesome. Thank you for the Bulgarian monies. And don't go broke, okay? Uh, Hype like done on your donation, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are funny. Yeah, so I wish I could have recorded that for you guys. God, I was just like, you know, so at that point, a lot of the residents here were standing along the trail overlooking the dry creek bed that was quickly filling up. And the deer were trying to run towards where the people were standing, but because they were all standing there was at least 15 of them. Um, they were scared, so they couldn't find an outlet to escape the water. So they ran back towards the water, and we were like, "Oh no!" So all this was happening, and the lady was saying, "Get back, get back! Let them come this way and cross through the village, at least to get to safety." But everybody had their phones out and they were recording, right? And the poor deer were scared to approach the people because they were scared. And we were just watching all of that, and I was just like, oh, all you could do is just put your head down and hope that most of them made it to safety. So thank you very much, beautiful brother Shadow Soldier. I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate it. But yeah, that happened, and I didn't have my phone on me because I wasn't like, I don't like carrying my phone all the time. Honestly, I don't like being bugged by the phone. But it does have a camera on it, and I wish I would have had it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna make another coffee. What are we in, an hour and 55 minutes? I'm just gonna go over 2 hours a little bit. Um, I'm gonna go make me a coffee affogato, and I'll be right back. Thank you very much, Keith. So if you want to take your break, go to the bathroom. If you're gonna come back, if you don't come back, thanks for popping in, and I appreciate it. Push that like button, and I'm gonna go make me an affogato. You guys want to watch me make it? I can take my phone and we could do it on camera. But if not, then I'll just be right back. You're different? You don't leave anywhere without your phone? Yeah, I mean, I'll take it if I know I'm gonna be videoing stuff, filming, but if I'm just gonna walk next door just for a few minutes that I thought at the time, I just left it at home, and then all that crazy happened. Like, dang, that was some crazy. All right, okay, so we need to make another coffee, and I gotta pull out some ice cream. Okay, how many scoops should we do? Two scoops. Okay, almost I'm down to the last of my coffee, but I have a backup in the cupboard. And this coffee is kind of old. Oh, I said 2 scoops, Susie. I was almost gonna do more because I was talking. I have a backup coffee that stayed in the trailer for like all winter last year. So I got a little bit left of Don Francisco. Oh, that's at the bottom of that can too. I'm gonna have to buy coffee soon. Maybe within a couple weeks, probably. Okay, water. We need water. Okay, I don't need a whole lot of coffee with this. I think that's enough. Is that enough coffee? That's a lot of coffee grounds for that much water. Okay, I'm gonna put more water and just I haven't put my food away yet, guys. What am I getting? Okay, I'm getting my water. Okay, water. Getting the water, putting water in. As soon as I opened the fridge, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so start the coffee. It's gonna be an affogato. Okay, so that's brewing. Let's fit in the fridge. I'm gonna cover this food real quick, guys. It's my chicken, and you guys want to see what I made for dinner? Okay, hang on. All right, let me get bigger. This is dinner. So, this is chicken, and there's zucchinis, mushrooms, onion. Where's the onion? Onion, broccoli. Then I put it all together, and I put it on rice. Oh, so good. It was so yummy. I'm just gonna cover it and put it in the fridge, guys, because I don't want it to dry out and get stale. Oh, okay. Here it is. I have Tupperware, but I'll just try it. Excuse me. I'm just gonna cover it with throw it in the fridge. Okay. All right, so I gotta get the ice cream out. Oh God. Okay, there. It's right there. My fridge is so small. Okay, ice cream. So I have black raspberry chocolate chip. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet. Oh my God. Or I have a gelato layers. Oh my God. Why has it got so much ice on it? Maybe I'll fix that. So this is, oh, have I dug into that one yet? So much ice in there. Oh, one night I went to bed and I forgot to close the freezer all the way. So when I woke up in the morning and opened the freezer sometime during that day, I noticed it wasn't closed and it started to try to defrost. So I got runny ice in there. Okay, so I'm just going to use the black raspberry chocolate chip for the affogato. I wish I had my glass cup. Oh my god, I'm going to tell my hubby to bring it. Okay, I got to tell him before I forget. Okay, hang on, guys. So I just have to text my hubby real quick. Okay, the coffee's done. Hang on, I'll be right back. Yummy, yummy, get in my tummy? Okay, so there's the cup. God, I wish. Never mind. So I need to put that in another cup. It looks so much better in a clear cup. I don't have one. I got these big mugs. It'll probably melt. I got a Starbucks cup. It's plastic. It's one of the disposables. I could cut it. Oh, stupid. Okay, I'll just put it in here. I can't show it to you guys. Okay, it's so frustrating. Okay, there's the ice cream in there. Do a couple scoops. Maybe I could do more than a couple scoops since this cup is so big. Okay. Excuse me. All right. All right. Now we need a spoon. There's a little bit of whipped screams. Okay. Got the avocado. Should I put some caramel on it? Heck yeah, we should put some caramel on it. I had to put the caramel in the refrigerator because the ants were getting all over it. They're like, all right, sweets. They were having a heyday. Just had a little drizzle on the outside of the bottle and they picked up that scent and they called all their buddies. See, caramel in the fridge doesn't do good at all. You can't squeeze it out now. Son of a biscuit. Oh man, I can't even squeeze it out. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's so hard. I'm like straining. Okay, I got it. Okay. The stress is over. All right. Dang ants, they are annoying. And this year, the ants are crazy this year. They're, all right. So I could at least show you a spoonful. See? It's the affogato. Mm. That's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, I need a straw. I need a spoon. Mmm. That's some good stuff, guys. That's an affogato. So you get ice cream, you put it in a clear cup preferably. A couple scoops. I did 4 because this cup's so huge. Look how huge this cup is. And then you pour a little bit of coffee. It's supposed to be espresso, but I just use coffee, strong coffee, right? Then I put whipped cream on it. Then on top of that, I put caramel drizzle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. That's caramel. Slide some this way. All right, here you go. That is so good. That is so good. I could just eat it all in one. I need a bigger spoon. Put the spoon in there. Oh god, that's so good. Yeah, but the little black ants, they only come out and they're actually the little cleaners. If there's dead bugs around, they'll come and take them and they'll dispose of the bodies. They get rid of the bodies. Yes, heaven in your mouth. Yes. What kind of coffee do you drink, beautiful Keith? Right now, this is Folgers. I usually drink Don Francisco's, and I really haven't. Usually, if when I'm home, back home, I drink like Dunkin' Donuts or what is that brand called? I think it's called like, oh God, I can't remember. Forest something or I can't remember. But usually, if I'm at home, it's the brand whatever. Um, can't remember the little K cups, but this is actually a little instant coffee maker, and you got to get coffee grounds and scoop it into the little cup reservoir thing, and then you fill it with water. It's a small 1 cup coffee maker. But right now I'm drinking Folgers, and then I got Don Francisco's in the cupboard, the backup, which is only in about I would say 2 more cups of coffee in that, and then I got probably another 2 cups left in that Folgers little canister. Folgers isn't bad actually. I grew up with my father drank Folgers, but that's all I ever seen was a can of Folgers. My 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 papa drank coffee every day. Great value interest coffee. I mean, it all tastes the same to me, honestly. Once you put Bailey's in it and whipped creams and caramel, it all tastes the same to me. It smells the same. Okay, let me change the song. Let me see. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I haven't done in a long time. Actually, I'm going to give away. I haven't given away some memberships in a while. Okay, how do I do that? I think I do it from here. Okay, let's give away some memberships. See what we get. All right. Ooh, Slim got a membership. Well, congratulations, Slim. Congratulations, Glacier Shark, Deb D, And Karik, Miss Joan Adventures, congratulations. Uh, and what do you say, guys? We should give out 5 more. We'll do 10 for the month of October. Let's see. Let's do 5 more. Okay, who are the lucky ones? Angela Reddick. Congratulations, Gemini Moon. I haven't seen her in forever. Congratulations to you, John Cena. All right, Crystal J. I haven't seen her in forever. And Michael, congratulations to you 5 for getting your memberships. Congratulations. So yeah, I haven't seen Crystal J in what, a year. Gemini Moon, I haven't seen her since SOR. Angela, I'm not familiar with that name actually. But congratulations, everybody. So I am going to try to be putting out more content, and it's going to be while I'm out here camping in the village. So it'll be cooking and some more adventures out in the forest, hiking, and driving, of course. And I do want to do a Sedona trip soon. I would like to go out, but I don't want to go by myself because it's not responsible. But I would like to go out to Sedona to see if we could see if we spot any lights in the sky, right? That'd be exciting. Also, just to explore around there to see, find some. There's a place out there. Supposedly, it's called a, Akiva. Akiva, not Akiva. Is it Akiva? So it's a place of like where you go to meditate and stuff like that. I just want to see it. I can meditate anywhere. I don't feel like I need a specific place to go meditate. Um, but anyways, I just kind of want to see it and look at it and see what it looks like. And is it Akiva? Is it called Akiva? I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I would like to find that place. And I'm starting to ask around a little bit more where I can find some petroglyphs out here. There was a place where there's some caves, but I haven't, with all the rain and there's no way my car can make it to the spot. I can't make it to those caves, not yet. But I'll be here till December, so there's plenty of time. And just have to plan carefully and responsibly because when you're out in nature out here in the desert, you got to take into consideration that you may run across snakes and wild animals like a mountain lion, coyote, and human predators. So you got to be careful. You know, weirdos, kidnappers, human traffickers, those kind of people. So yeah, I'm planning all that. But this rain that's coming, actually, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as everybody says on the news. But some towns got really flooded. But we got the light end of it so far. But there's more rain coming, I hear. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed that we don't get washed away over here. That's some good stuff right there. Oh, there's little pieces of chocolate in there. Some caramel, some whipped creams, and coffee. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I haven't done the memberships in quite a while. So that's cool. So congratulations to everybody. It doesn't show here in the StreamYard who the members are. It only shows on the YouTube side. Let's see. Okay. And they want me to do a painting night too. I just got to get my stuff together. I'm going to try to organize a sip and paint. Um, I got to do that before the end of October. Anyways, does anybody have plans for the week? Anything exciting happening? Anybody going on a vacation, a holiday, or anything exciting? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put the link up in the chat. That's what I wanted to do also, is put the link up in the chat if anybody wants to come up. I have to know you to be up on the panel, so please respect my rules. But if I know you, you're welcome to come up on the panel and have a chat. We'll pin that. And if you're trying to come up on the panel and you're not on camera, you're going to have to get on camera, and it has to be live. It can't be a photo of you. So just to weed out all the trolls. Everybody's probably asleep by now anyways, but so it's already 11 p.m. here. Change the music. So yeah, shout out to all the new members. So we got Angela Reddick, Gemini Moon, John Cena, Crystal J, and Michael. And then the first set was Slim Let, Glacier Shark, Deb D, Karik Tan, Mixed Sports, and Miss Joan Adventures. It's 1:10 at your place, Keith. Are you tired? God, I stay up all night. Oh, well, once in a while you can hear an owl here. It's a big owl too. Where's my phone? I have a picture of it. I'll show it to you guys. See if I can find it here. Where is it? Here it is. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. See that? Isn't that cool? He's huge. You're not tired, Keith? Okay, that's good. That's the owl here in the village. He's big. He's pretty big. Just a little cutie patootie. He's all what? He's all what? What's she looking at? What's she looking at? Pretty big. That's the owl. That's the village owl. And around midnight, we usually hear coyotes and oh, that's good. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know what happened. We were talking about Hootie and I got booted. Hootie, Hootie. Yeah, I was just saying that I probably could paint him. He's a cutie. I'm curious, what kind of owl he is. I think I'm gonna do a oops, not that, not that. Gonna find out what kind of owl that was. Mm, oh. Shoot. How do I do that? Search. Not that image, you dummy. This one. Okay, finally. That's a great horned owl. Oh, so cutie. That's a great horned owl, also known as the tiger owl. This species is native to Americas and is one of the most widely distributed owls in the region. Great horned owls are known for their distinctive hoo, 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 hooting sounds. They are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, from forests to deserts. Their diet is varied, and they are one of the very few species that regularly prey on skunks. Oh my gosh, and we have skunks here. That's a great horned owl. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you're curious, that's a great horned owl. And he does go hoo 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 all night long. Face the Ace, oh my god, everybody, it's Face the Ace for real. Welcome in, Face the Ace, good to see you. Yes, I'm still awake. We're drinking affogatos. We're having affogatos. This spoon is like all like, we're having ice cream and coffee with whipped creams and caramel drizzle. It doesn't look very appealing anymore. It's drowned. It's drowned ice cream that has drowned in coffee. Keith says, hello, Face the Ace, my amazing friend. Maybe a little shout out, he says. What you doing? What are you up to, Face the Ace? What are you doing? How have you been? What's going on over in the P Town, huh? Is it cold over there? I did my nails too. So, what's wrong, camera? You don't like my finger? So I was ripping grass, these tall grasses that grow out here behind here, and I was ripping half of them off, and like enough to like weave a basket. So, so going down to the trail, I wanted to check out a trail today after the aftermath of the flood, and so it goes in an incline like that, and like right at the bottom is a big muddy mess, right? And you can't walk through it, otherwise you'll get this much mud underneath your shoes, and you could slip and fall. So I grabbed all this grass and I covered the mud and made a walking trail over that mud so that other people can walk over it without slipping and falling. So while I was doing that, it ripped off my nail polish, ripped it right off my finger. But this is okay, I'm back. Stupido camera, and stupido camera. That spoon is useless. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I gotta refresh the page. This shouldn't be happening. I don't know what's going on. You're traveling to other cities and towns because winter is coming. Ooh, you're traveling? Are you traveling now? That's cool. So I just got some information on Bradshaw Ranch out here. Are you familiar with that, Face the Ace? And shoot, did I already forget what road to take to that place? Oh God, maybe I should have wrote it down. But I was talking to someone who works out of that area and does tours in that ranch. You know what I'm talking about, Face? Bradshaw Ranch out here in Arizona. Oh, I think Face probably left. Face the Ace, I believe, has left the building. Anyways, yeah, so I would like to go out there also. If God, I wish I would have got that guy's info. Um, because he does Jeep tours at night to go see UFOs in Sedona or the outskirts. But I think I don't since it's so wet right now, I don't want to take my car out there. Okay, you're busy. You've been busy supporting all your other YouTubers channels. Oh, yeah, I just got really good internet just literally like 2 days ago. Because it was really really bad off and on, off and on. So we got our own internet. I haven't had good internet since I got here in September. Oh, you're home now? Oh, that's good. That's good, exciting. Um, have you ever heard of Bradshaw Ranch, Face the Ace? No, you're not. No, you don't. You mean no, you don't? So I've heard a little bit about Bradshaw Ranch, and there's a lot of paranormal activity that happens out there. I think from Bigfoot to UFOs to orbs to other things. And recently, I just heard that if you hike way out there, that you'll see drones following you. That's just what I just heard. Literally, like, was it last evening? The evening before that. Yeah, I just thought that maybe some of the channels that you follow may have talked about Bradshaw Ranch. What is on my thumb? Sweet. Okay, let me look it up. As I need to figure out Bradshaw. So he actually knows the owners of this place. So it's called a paranormal hotspot near Sedona, Halloween, Oklahoma. The Arizona location is known for its history as a movie set and the site of a purported paranormal activity, while the Oklahoma property was a large horse breeding ranch that recently sold. So that's not the one I'm talking. I'm talking about the one here in Arizona. So the history on the Bradshaw Ranch was homesteaded in 1920 and purchased by Bob Bradshaw in 1960. It served as a location for movies, TV shows, and commercials in northern Arizona. Noted by Northern Arizona University. The paranormal claims there is it's considered a paranormal hotspot with a history of reported UFOs, strange lights, orbs, and unexplained anomalies discussed in a documentary, The Mysteries of Bradshaw Ranch. So it says government acquisition. The U.S. government purchased the property in 2003 and has since restricted access, which has fueled further speculation about its secrets, according to the YouTube video. But apparently, or the guy who does Jeep tours, he says it's open to the public now, currently. So I don't know how, that was 2003. So a lot of things could have changed since then, but he says it does back up to like the national forest. But he said that because I asked him, I said, "Can I go and hike through there?" And he said, "Yeah, you can hike in there." Let's see. And that's about all the information. There's a lot of YouTube videos. There's several YouTube videos on the Bradshaw Ranch. I don't know if it's anything like the other place. What's it called? Gosh darn it! I think it's in Utah. It's real popular. I think even Ancient Aliens has covered it. Oh gosh darn it! I went blank. My mind went blank. What's the name of that place? I used to follow one of the uh, a guy who was out there doing investigations and of these places. Gosh darn it! I know it. North south. Are you saying for me not to ever travel to the East Coast, or you've never traveled to the East Coast? Yeah, so that's that Bradshaw Ranch. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll be able to see And there's that lady who was on SOR. She talks about it. She was actually at the SOR party that I went to. Her name is oh, she does actually the tours at night to see UFOs. What's her name? Come on, that's her picture right there. Where's her actual name at? Sorry, I'm looking this up, guys. I have to do a freaking Google search with her picture. She's known in Sedona. She's actually lives there. And I gotta just go to this. I'll give you her name right now. All right, search away. Search away. Are you kidding me? Hey Archie, how you doing? Vote for Archie. I'm trying to find this gal here. Anyways, I'm gonna forget my point because it's taking so long. Why are you not finding it? I don't think that's. I don't think that information is accurate. I see you, Archie. Okay, yeah, that's not working. I don't think that's the right person. Uh-oh. Yeah, keep going back. So, anyways, she's in a documentary talking about Bradshaw Ranch. Uh, I'll just share the screen with you guys, and so you can see what she looks like. But this is her. So she actually Dave Scott knows her. She was actually at the SOR party in Vegas the last, what, 3 years ago? Has it been 3 years already? 2 years ago? Anyways, I met her, but she was talking about the Bradshaw Ranch here. And, I guess in this documentary, this was last year. So I know I've probably heard or seen a lot of these before, but since I've stopped looking at all this stuff, I forgot a lot of the information. But that's her, and she has a like a some kind of tour at night where she does with infrared. They go out looking for UFOs out of Sedona. Sedona is a like a blackout community. So after a certain hour in the evening, all the lights go off. They're like a low, what is it called? Low, no light, something. It's like a rule in the town. Anyways, she runs a business out of Sedona, but I didn't know that she was. This is what it pulled up when I typed in Bradshaw Ranch. So she's in a documentary talking about it. So that would be kind of neat to watch to see all the info that comes out of that. Oh, your birthday's on Halloween? You're eating? What are you eating, Archie? Oh, your birthday's next week? Happy birthday! Oh, wait, hang on, Archie. I actually want to see this. Hang on, Archie. With Google. Oh, come on. I don't have to do all that. I think it's in here on YouTube somewhere. I have to pay attention to that because that's not too far from here. I mean, let's see. Oh my God. Oh, Skinwalker Ranch. That's the other ranch. It's they think that it's kind of similar, but probably not as like paranormal as Skinwalker Ranch. But yeah, they're kind of comparing it to Skinwalker Ranch. Plus, there's a what is it, Blue Frog Ranch or something like that in Utah. Also, just got a lot of anomalies. I mean, I'm really not too big on going out looking for UFOs, but if I'm out and there happens to be a light or whatever, I'm definitely gonna record it, but I'm not gonna be like all excited about it because it's not really my thing. But if it happens while I'm there, then I'll try to capture the moment. But what my main focus is on is like any ancient sites around the area. So like petroglyphs and monuments, old things. All the other stuff is just a bonus. Oh, your birthday! So you might do a live stream on your birthday, Ace the Ace. We should do schedule it now so we could all wish you happy birthday. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll probably after I close the live, I'm gonna go and watch a few of these videos. I don't really care for the big drama around the paranormal. I'd like to know the history of the ranch and not all the mongering and all that that comes with that ranch. Either create it yourself, and you're gonna be scared of every little raccoon or little freaking squirrel that's in the tree, and you're gonna think it's a monster. So that's the parts that I don't care to know about because I believe you give whatever it is power with fear. So and they feed off of it. So I don't play that game. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look through that and see if I can find a decent video that just kind of shares the history of the place without all the fear mongering and all the other stuff. Oh, Keith says, happy birthday in advance to you, to Face the Ace. You're doing a 10-day Halloween special on your YouTube channel, me playing only horror games. Oh, I posted on my YouTube channel which 10 horror games I will be streaming. Nice. Oh yeah, in Oklahoma? Yeah. Yeah, I'm careful what I absorb lately because if you're eating, sleeping, dreaming, breathing paranormal, then you're gonna pretty much be around paranormal. So that's something that I'm trying to avoid. Is I've had enough paranormal in my life as a child, and the rest of it can just stay where it's at. But my main focus is like petroglyphs and ancient sites. And you know, a lot of these places where probably a lot of paranormal is happening is probably an ancient site. There may be, you know, some kind of juju in these places that energy and things like that. And I try not to think of it all as negative things. I think it depends on the person that's there and what's in your mind and what you're thinking about and what kind of problems you're bringing there. If you got a lot of drama in your life and you're out investigating paranormal stuff, it's probably not healthy for you mentally. You should go with a clear mind and, you know, kind of leave all that stuff, scary stuff behind. And you should be very sure of yourself and confident and pretty much not be afraid of anything. That's just my thinking though. I'm still looking at all the videos on Bradshaw Ranch. So many. There's so many. Most of these channels glamorize all this stuff. There's so many, oh my gosh. I've already probably scrolled through 100 of them. Yeah, I remember hearing about this ranch a long time ago when I used to hang out in this the SR channel. And I know they covered it briefly. Well, actually not briefly, but in several episodes. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to sift through. There's a ton to sift through. And if the video starts off with scary music, I'm definitely not watching that one. If it starts off with some kind of a scary, fear-mongering, I don't watch those because that's how they set you up for being scared right in the beginning to expect something scary, and that's not what I'm looking for. So yeah, I do plan on finding some petroglyphs that I can get to safely, and it's not like too hard to get to, and then do some videoing out there. I've been doing so much research on petroglyphs and the sites and what to expect, what to look for, and some of the stuff that the symbols I'm able to understand. They don't really know what all of them mean, and it's just interesting. The only reason for the this interest in petroglyphs is because I'm trying to figure out if any of the Aztec people were out here and what their sites may have looked like, what their buildings may have been looked like, and stuff like that. It's just really interesting just to be there and even be near these symbols on the rocks, petroglyphs, hieroglyphs, petroglyphs, pictographs, because they did also decorate the rock with paint, and usually where there's a rock that's painted, they usually prepared the paint right in front of the area where they painted on the rock. So there'll be usually a rock in front of the wall where they did their art, and if there's some indentations carved into the rock nearby, they actually they got some kind of whether it be berries or leaves or ash or whatever it was, they used that. They crushed it in these little grooves that they made in the rock right there by the painting and made the paint right there. And it's just real interesting to see. So if you see a pictograph, which is paint on rock, a lot of people don't know to look around in the near vicinity of the art on the wall. Their painting, that the paint was actually created right there, somewhere close by, if not right in front of the area where the paint is discovered. So a lot of people don't know that, and I found that out in my research, which is very interesting because usually nearby is where the paint came from, like the plants, and just kind of got to look around, and that's what I want. I want to be able to experience that with my own eyes and look around, and I think it's interesting. This thing is titled "The Place That Makes People Disappear," the Bradshaw Ranch. Oh, it's just crazy. Yeah, that's about all I could find on that. There's so much. I'll definitely be looking at that before I go to bed. See if I can find any other information on that. At least I kind of have an idea of what to expect and try to keep a clear mind about it. That's almost gone, that coffee, guys. Is anybody else drinking coffee right now? What's everybody doing? Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, I was following some channels of these adventurers going and finding petroglyphs, and I've seen some of them walk all over the rock and do it. They're like, "What does this mean?" But none of them I noticed took the time to actually research the actual the tribes in the area and the meaning. And like I went to the library and I must have went through at least 30 books looking for meanings to these petroglyphs, and I've seen so many. There's so many out there, all the way from Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and I don't know if Nevada was in there, but mainly the three states. And every state has different styles of petroglyphs, and even different styles of the like a homestead, but their village that they built with mud bricks and things. The cliff dwellers, and there was actually a new one that was discovered that they actually built into the ground and then covered their little homes with sticks and grasses and things, and then put mud over that, and then you wouldn't even know there was a house under there. They had like a hatch at the top with a door, and they had a ladder inside, and they would crawl in, and you would never know it was there, like if you didn't know the style of building it was. But they discovered that, I think some of those, I believe it was in Utah, they found a whole village of all these dwellings that had throughout weather being weathered and time. The roofs collapsed, and they found a lot of, like, a whole village of these homes underground. So they looked like big holes, but with weather and leaves falling and pine needles falling and things like that, cactus growing and bushes, it kind of covered a lot of it. But it was discovered. It was kind of interesting. So that was a new dwelling that I hadn't seen before, unless I was researching this stuff. So there's a lot of things that you could learn about the desert out here, and the people that used to live here hundreds of years ago. I think it's interesting. And I'm still trying to figure out this opening in some of these dwellings that look like kind of like, I don't even know what shape that is. So it's like a stem, and then it goes out and then up, kind of like a T, but if you cut off the ends of the top part of the T, made it shorter. That was like their openings, like doorways or above the doors. Nobody knows what that meant. So I went through so many books, looking all the way back through the Mexico natives, and I couldn't find that anywhere. So nobody knows what that means. Like if it meant like if it meant a religion or a certain tribe, but nobody can figure out what it means. There's so many archaeologists and other geologists, or whatever, the people that the specialties that people had to learn to understand these dwellings. None of them have been able to figure it out so far. So I was just looking for a lot of, any kind of clue of that shape, and in the writings and the history, nothing. So that's like a big mystery. It's not even about a specific tribe. It's just this style of doorway that was built, and nobody knows why. Honestly, to me, it looks like a stalk of corn, like the corn stem, and then the corn, the whole corn cob. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but I don't know. It's just my thinking. So, I mean, just when I got here, there was an anomaly. The first day that I got here to this village, this RV village, right? So my husband and I got here, and I told you guys this long ago, probably a year ago, maybe now. I found this place on Google Maps, and I was looking for RV parks to spend my summers because I moved from my last place. And this place came up on Google Maps with a bunch of neon lights, and I'm like, "Whoa, where's this place at?" And I found out that it was here, not too and get a feel for it and kind of look around. Anyways, we started walking, and we walked through the whole all the spaces that the RVs park, and we walked beyond there where it went into the back of the property where the uh, like the utility room is at. The It's the small buildings, little tiny buildings, like sheds for their equipment, their tractors, their lawnmowers, their shovels, all their tools and stuff back there. So we walked beyond that, and it opened up into an area, and there was a house there. And then beyond that house was a frisbee golf basket. And we were walking towards the house, and then I kind of felt like someone lived back there. So I was like, oh shoot, maybe we shouldn't walk back there. Maybe that's where maybe the owner lives, or maybe an employee. I was thinking the owner of the property. So we stopped. We didn't walk any further because I wanted to go look at the frisbee golf basket because I used to play frisbee golf in Idaho when I lived over there. And I noticed that the place was like a single wide manufactured home, really small, really, really like a one bedroom, maybe a small living room, like basically a studio size. It was fairly small with a little small porch attached to it. And I thought, well, in my head, I thought, well, it's probably private. So I told my hubby, let's not walk further. Let's turn around because this seems like somebody's yard, their property. So we turned around, and then we came back, and we looked through the rest of the place, and we liked it a lot. So we decided to we were going to go home, think about it. Anyways, we ended up coming back and staying for, I think, 2 weeks with my first trailer. So then at that time, it was I hadn't like thought about it, that house back there. But when I came back, I believe after that, I was asking the people, the managers in the front office, if who's living back there? Is that where the like staff stays or the owner? And they're like, who? There's no house back there. I said, yeah, there's a little white house back there. They said, there's that's impossible. There's never been a house back there. And I was like, whoa, my husband and I saw it. They're like, no, there's no house. I'm like, okay, they don't really know what I'm talking about. So I kind of ignored it. And then um, later on down in the, after all that, we were sitting and we were sitting at the fire, and I don't know, we were talking about it again, not at the fire. I'm sorry. We were at somebody's space close to that area. And we started talking about that area back there. And I was like, yeah, where the house is at. And the manager says, there's no house back there. I was like, let me show you where it's at. So we walked back there, and that place was completely gone. It was like nothing. I even looked where I saw it. There was no indentations in the ground. I mean, there was no sign that there was ever a house there. So that was like the first anomaly here in this area. And I was just like, there's no way. Because luckily my husband saw it too. And so two people seeing the same thing is better than one, actually, because you got to witness. So, so it's still to this day, nobody has ever seen a house back there. And I don't know what the heck it was that we saw, but it was there. I saw it, he saw it. And that's why I chose not to walk further past it because I felt like we were going to be trespassing on someone's property. So this whole area, there's a lot of history out here in this desert out here, especially because I'm real close to Montezuma Castle and then the Montezuma Well, and then Sedona is just right down, not too far away, like 30 minutes, literally. And there's a lot of history here of ancient peoples roaming these lands and dwelling here. So it's a big mystery. My TV is going out. Now I gotta figure out how to deal with that. These electronics that come with these fifth wheels, I think we've had this for 7+ years now, maybe 7 years. I think my TV is going out. I'm using the TV as an extra monitor for my computer. And it's just getting ready to go out. Uh-oh, what happened? Screwing with me. You stop screwing with me. So it just kind of went blank screen right now, the TV. I think it's starting to it's gonna go to the TV heaven. I think the TV is getting ready to go to TV heaven because it's just a dark blue screen now. I think it's going out. So yeah, so we call that house now the Phantom House. And I actually go back there. I ride my bike through there just to see if it maybe appear again. But I can't recall, that how people they're like, well, maybe it was when the moon was full or during like the whatever this certain time of year, a day. I honestly don't remember the day that we came out here. So to find to actually go back out on the anniversary of that day, right? That would be the best way to test that theory. If it's an anomaly that happens, like on a full moon of the 5th year, and all that stuff, weird stuff. But yeah, I haven't been able to see it out there again. I haven't seen it since. Come on, TV, stop acting weird. It's been going out though. It's not just all of a sudden it's doing weird stuff. I was using it a few days ago, and like a bunch of lines were kept going across it. Like when you break a monitor and it starts to pixelate and all that weird stuff. But this was like lines all the way across the TV. Now it's not responding. It might be getting hot too, because I've had it on for a while. That might be what's happening. It's probably overheating. So I guess we're not going to have an extra monitor right now. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. And if there's anything you guys want to talk about, just throw it in the chat if you want to talk about anything. So like I said, I'll be editing my hiking video soon for the which is the aftermath of the flood that we just experienced later on today. Is it already past midnight? Yeah. So in 5 more hours, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 more hours. A short. There's going to be a short on my channel, just a little snippet of my hike, and then that'll be coming out in 6 hours. And then I got to edit my hike and put all that together, and then that'll be a video and not a short. Oh, you're still here? Oops, excuse me. Yeah, so that's just the stuff that I've been working on, and future stuff that I would like to do in the future. So I'm trying to get it all organized with the hikes, different kind of sites to go to, just different things to see. I would really love to come across some like shards of pottery or arrowheads, like a matate, which is a grinding stone that was used by the natives way back then. They used that to grind their corn and their food and make their flours and their herbs and all that stuff. That'd be neat to come across one of those, and just that cool stuff. What are we in? Oh shoot, we're in 3 hours already, guys. Okay. Well, shoot, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I think I'm gonna probably close her down and either read a book, do some research on the Bradshaw Ranch, and see if I can find out any more information, normal information, aside from the paranormal stuff. Like what's in the area, what kind of history is around there, if there was any cliff dwellings, or if there's any petroglyphs or places of like places for meditation. Kind of like Sedona, where mostly all of Sedona, you could just sit anywhere in Sedona and meditate. Probably have a great experience. But like places like that, places with energy. So I got to do a little more research on that if I'm gonna decide to go out there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on my agenda and what I've done and what I'm planning to do. So hopefully everybody will have a great week. And I'm still reading that book on the Anasazi. That's interesting. It talks about the government too. It's kind of weird. It's interesting, but it's just really, really neat. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm still camping, Slim, until December. And you're welcome, and congratulations to you. It's good to see you. And so yes, I'll do more cooking. I'll do more cooking lives, and stick to what I usually do is cooking, and the art that'll come later. I don't have any of my supplies with me. I have some canvases and a little bit of paints, but I don't have any brushes with me, so I'm gonna have to have my hubby bring those to me to do an art, some kind of art. But I do have my tablet. I can do some digital art if you guys want to see any of that. Just let me know. We could do some kind of art. We could create new emojis. We can do something. But I got good internet now, so we can carry on where we left off when I did have internet before. I can do more stuff. You quit smoking? Oh, congratulations! Good for you. That's good, 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 good news. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about what I've been up to, what I've been doing, what I plan to do, and so the rain has kind of well, it hasn't really put a stop to anything, but it's just slowing a few things down. I can actually read more when it rains, so that's nice. But yeah, is Bigfoot camping with me? Not that I've seen. Not that I have seen. Is he camping with you? Maybe he's over in your neck of the woods. So yeah, I appreciate you all being here, and congratulations to all the new members. I did give 10 memberships yesterday, and congratulations to you all. And hopefully I can start start putting out some more content. Definitely nature videos will be coming out soon. And I'm trying to find spots where I can take my bike. So I got an e-bike, and I'm trying to find some level land that I don't have to do any kind of crazy ups and downs. Just some level flat land that I could take my bike out on a little adventure. I'm not looking for adrenaline rushes or anything. I'm just kind of a casual getaway exploration adventure is what I'm looking for. So yeah, definitely more content coming out soon, and I appreciate you all. So he's there watching my remove. Oh, good. You're so funny. Thanks, Slim. That's good to know. um, yeah, I appreciate you all. So thanks for popping in. I did 2 coffees today. We did a regular hot coffee, and we did an affogato with ice cream and caramel and whipped creams. And we had our coffee. We talked about coffee in the coffee lounge, listening to coffee lounge music. So we'll see you guys soon. If you don't find any, send the bike to me. I will find Leveland. Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I preferably not too muddy. So you're not supposed to take those e-bikes out in the rain. It's definitely something that they say not to do because of the battery. I guess that's what I would think. But while it's rainy, I can't ride my bike, and I have a way to take my bike with my car. So I just gotta find areas. I have like a 5 mile road I could take it down, and it's fairly level. It's probably better than taking the car out, but I could park the car, take the bike, and then take it on a little adventure. I just gotta find some places. And then I don't know how I would mount my metal detector. I'm gonna need some mounts. Put it on my back, maybe the backpack metal detector on my bike, and then, or just take it in the car. And I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Yes, I will be safe and have fun. That's all. That's what it's all about: is having fun, getting some exercise, fresh air, get some sunlight. Because I think I'm getting a little pale, and just having some fun, enjoying nature. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys soon. Keep an eye out for that video at 6 a.m. in 6 hours, and there'll be another one on Tuesday, 6 a.m. also, another short, and then hopefully before then, I'll have my video edited, and that may be coming out Wednesday. So I'll try to do a video a day, and we'll see you guys all soon. Sleep well, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and congratulations to all the new members of the channel. I appreciate you all. Push that like button. I'd appreciate it for the algorithm, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, let's just put out the extra here. Where's my extra? Where's the extra? Ah, there you are. All right, bye guys.